Hello, welcome to Math Expedition. In lesson 3, we'll be talking about division of integers. Take note, when same signs divide, the result is always positive. But if different signs divide, the result is always negative. Now, to understand this better, ensure you check out the previous lessons. Start from the very first lesson and then you go all the way down. Okay, so for values like negative 2 divided by negative 2, the sign of 2 here is negative and the sign of 2 here is also negative. Because they are negative values dividing each other, the answer is going to be a positive value. So finally end up with a positive 1. Let me show this in a fraction format. So this is negative 2 over negative 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1, because when two persons share two objects, like two persons sharing two oranges, they'll get 1. So the answer here is 1. Now you can construct this table just like we did in multiplication of signs. When you have positive over positive, the answer is positive. But negative over negative, the answer is also negative. When we have positive dividing negative, the answer is negative. And when we have negative dividing positive, the answer is also negative. Now this might not be clear to you, but let's check this out and solve some examples. But before we go ahead into solving examples, take note of this rule one more time. When a positive value divides a positive value, we get a positive answer. When a negative value divides a negative, we also get a positive. So the hack here is same signs gives you a positive, but different signs gives you a negative. I hope that is clear. Now let's get on with the lesson. Here we'll have some examples to attend to. So the first one says negative 2 divided by negative 5, which is same as saying minus 2 over minus 5 as written. You can see that since we have same signs dividing, we are expecting a positive answer. So the negatives cancel out and we'll end up with 2 over 5. We can leave our answer as a fraction and not go further to have decimals. So right here we have 2 over 5. The next question says negative 5 divided by negative 10. The negatives can cancel out, so we'll have a positive value. Now remember the rule that says when values or numbers of the same sign divide themselves, we get a positive answer. So as you can see, we'll have same sign. The minus will cancel out and then we'll have 5 over 10. You can decide to break down because 5 can divide both the numerator and the denominator. So right here, 5 here is 1 and 5 here is 2. But that will come in later lessons. For now, let's just keep it simple. So your answer can be 1 over 2 or 5 over 10. Either one is correct. Let's solve the next one. Here we'll have negative 3 over 9. So negative 3 over 9, the sign of 3 here is negative and the sign of 9 is positive. Remember that the sign of a number is the sign in front of it to the left. In front of 3 to the left to have negative, and in front of 9 to the left to have positive, because there is no sign here. So having said that, we know that we are expecting a negative answer. So right here we have negative, but we can divide further by saying 3 here 1, 3 here 3, since 3 can divide both sides. So our final answer becomes 1 over 3. If you wish to break down, here we have 20 over negative 50. 20 is a positive value and 50 is a negative value. Therefore, we are expecting a negative value as our answer. So you can cancel out the zeros on both the top and down to have 2 over 5, and we are done. So finally, the last question says 14 over 21. Since they are both positive value, remember the rule. It says that when numbers of the same sign divide themselves, the answer is always positive. So we are expecting a positive answer, and we do not need to write plus to show that it's a positive. So right here, we can divide both values with 7, since 7 can divide 14 and divide 21. 7 here is 2 and 7 here is 3. So we end up with 2 over 3. Having said that, let's go and do some tasks. For the first one, we have negative 5 over negative 15. Because both values have negative signs, we can cancel out their signs to have a positive answer, and then we can have 5 over 15, or we can decide to break down. Since 5 can divide both the numerator and the denominator, 5 here is 1 and 5 here is 3. So we can also have 1 over 3 as our answer. So here we have 10 over negative 25. Because we have a positive value here and a negative value here, we're getting a negative answer. So you can say 10 over 25, or better off, since 5 can divide both values, 5 here is 2 and 5 here is 5. So we have 2 over 5, and that's the answer. Here we have 4 over 12. Since they are both positive values, that means they have the same sign, so we're getting a positive answer. And 4 can divide 4, and as well divide 12. 4 here is 1 and 4 here is 3. So we have 1 over 3. For this question right here, we have negative 18 over 6. Having said that, since we have a negative as a numerator and positive as a denominator, we are expecting a negative answer or negative value as our answer. 6 can divide both the numerator and the denominator. 6 here is 1 and 6 here is 3. So we can have 3 over 1, which is same thing as just negative 3, because any value divided by 1 is just that value. Finally, we have 24 over negative 6. So let's continue from here. Since we have a positive value as a numerator and the negative value as a denominator, we are expecting a negative answer because the signs are different. So we can cancel that. 6 here is 1 and 6 here is 4. So we can have negative 4 over 1, and because we have 1 as a denominator, we can still end up as negative 4, and that's correct. So thank you so much for showing up today. You can as well join our math community on WhatsApp by dropping a comment below if you are interested, and we have more questions on this to solve. So for practice and mastery, we're doing a whole lot of questions together in our math community. A lot of persons will be solving and we'll grow together. So join us next time and check out for the previous lessons. Thank you.